Yeah, I feel like also running a marathon is definitely making your life harder for no reason. You could bike, I don't know, go dancing.
Yeah, dancing is so much better
Yeah.
cardio. Also, you might fuck.
Yeah, you're not fucking when you're doing a marathon. Oh, there we go. That's the issue. It's just I have been on mute the whole time.
It's a fucking idiot who set this up before. Now we are in the same volume.
Yay!
Yes.
We fixed it.
Gender equality, everyone.
Gender sound gap.
Yes. And we're both equally loud idiots. Hopefully. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, it's working.
That's crazy. It's been like this for months.
I don't know. I mean, I have always noticed, but I'm like, damn, Valerie used the fucking microphone okay. But I'm like, last time I was like,
Wasn't me.
exactly. It's like, she's actually doing okay. It was like, what the fuck? And now we know.
It's not a skill issue. It's
No.
a technology issue.
Yes. IT problem.
Delicious.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you're sick. Weak ass
I'm
bitch.
sick, bro.
Weak ass bitch.
Oh my god. Now what? Mess. Shut the fuck up.
Are you recording? I hope he hears that.
I'm recording this. I don't think he listens to the podcast.
No, I don't think so either. Okay.
Okay. I'm fucking dying. Wait, before we start, I want a cookie.
Okay. Do you want chocolate?
No, just a cookie.
Okay. I have a lot of snacks today.
I had a bunch of snacks before you came.
Nice.
I was basically wasting my entire day.
Eating snacks?
No, hanging out with a friend who works on a startup in Skylab. I had a meeting in Skylab because I had a job interview. And
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
it didn't go because the guy who was interviewing me has COVID.
Oh, what a bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry for him. So
I'm not. He's a bitch.
I just came here early for nothing. So I just didn't want to work because I'm so fucking sick. So I worked with my friend in Skylab instead. And we did like real engineering. Like
What does that mean?
motor measuring
Oh.
stuff. And like we actually had the motor and we had to write a code for the encoder. And things were not adding up and blah, 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 blah. And I just didn't want to think about my thesis.
Sounds terrible.
It's way easier than my thesis, and it's not my responsibility. So I was just hanging out, and he was basically telling me what to do, and I was helping. So I feel like
That's cool.
a minium, and it was good for a day.
Maybe your calling is to just do what other people tell you to do.
Mm-mm.
I was listening to
Wait, eat the fucking cookie first.
I have things to say. This is called multitasking.
I don't think the viewers would appreciate it.
Okay. Oh yeah, a call today at work where one of the people were telling me that they went to some conference and one of the speakers at the conference had 3 PhDs. And I was like, why would you do that to your he was
What
like,
the
it was so
fuck?
impressive. He was so smart. I was like, I don't know if that's really impressive or really sad.
That's very sad.
Like, how could
Imagine
you put yourself through that 3 times?
How much you don't want to go to real life.
I know.
That you do this 3 times.
Also, where's your life? Do one PhD and then go, I don't know, build a house or something. Like, why specialize in so specific? He had a PhD in math, philosophy, and biology or something. And I'm
What
like,
the fuck?
why? For what
So
reason?
they were completely different topics? Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm so sorry for him.
I know. There's no way. I'm eating again. Hang on. There's no way you need to specialize that much in one specific topic in 3.
There's no need.
You just learn a little bit about everything. Why have 3 PhDs?
That's absolutely nonsense for me.
Yeah, it just made me sad for him. So yeah, that was a sad moment of the day.
Yeah, no, terrible.
Yeah.
100% disapprove.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I think some people should hardly get 1 PhD. And that's like, not recommend. But anyway.
3?
2? 3? I mean, 2 is a no. 3 is like, seriously, you should go to therapy.
Yeah, exactly. 3 is like you have issues with yourself.
Yeah. It's like people who run like so much, those
Yeah, it's
ultra
like doing all-
marathons. It's like a marathon was not enough, an Ironman was not enough. Now you're going for I don't know how many hundreds of miles,
Yeah.
and like
Like,
seriously,
through the desert.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
self-punishment. It's straight up sadistic.
Therapy should be less painful than that,
Yeah.
for sure.
And yeah, exactly. It's just why?
I mean, I
Anyway.
get it that you want to run a marathon or half a marathon on your 30s, fine, but still,
That's
come on.
like that's so midlife crisis, and also like normally when people have their midlife crisis, maybe they'll do a PhD or run a marathon, but then normally that ends, and then you're like, all right,
It
I had
should
my
end.
crisis. Now I'm gonna go and live the rest of my life. But no, this guy kept going. He had 3 PhDs.
I'm impressed. Like, how old was he?
I
Was
don't
he?
know. I didn't even ask. I didn't want to ask.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to know. I think I would just meet that person and be like, okay,
I would give him
Cool.
a hug, I think.
no, I would want to punch them. Like, they need shock therapy. Like, come on.
Yeah, they need to be put into a box and think about what they've done.
Terrible.
Anyway, yeah, I just had to share.
How was the weekend for you? Because for me, it was fucking horrible. I'm sick.
Okay, what did I do on the weekend? Actually, I think my weekend was pretty good. I managed to sleep. Oh man, okay.
Okay, here we go.
This
Buckle
isn't
up,
actually going to
people.
be that impressive. It's impressive to me. I slept 8
This-
hours,
This is terrible. This is the worst
2
exciting
nights in a row.
This is the most I'm 30 anecdote that you've told us, and you're not even 30.
I know, but I felt I haven't slept 8 hours 2 nights in a row for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm making it a priority 'cause I
Really?
need it. I need it.
I feel like I can run on 6 fairly okay.
I
But
can do
there's
stuff, but not for a long period of time.
no, yeah, I think this was an extreme period. I actually did burn out for a bit, like sometime 2 weeks ago. But then I was fine. It was just, I have been busy, but with things I like doing. So I do get some energy from the things I like doing. But I managed to sleep 8 hours.
Wow.
2 nights in a row.
That's
which
a
was
lot.
very exciting. I went to the Palestine protest on Sunday.
Okay.
No.
Sunday.
Yes, it's Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a storm?
Yup.
Yeah. There was a fucking
There was
big
a
storm.
giant storm.
My apartment is in the corner of the building.
Mm.
So all the vortex shedding from the very, very high wind produced a lot of noise in my window.
Ooh.
So sleeping
Great.
was hard. And I would hear like all the rain on the window and I'm like, holy shit.
I
please don't
also
fall."
so I woke up that morning thinking that I was going to burlesque, but then I fucked up the sign up, so I wasn't.
Oh, damn it.
Then I actually kind of triple booked myself. But then the next thing was the Fungi Festival, which turned out to be really far, so then I didn't want to go. So then my third thing was the protest.
Wait, the Fungi Festival was what was that again?
It's just 2 days every year where all the mycologists, like
Yes.
fungi scientists, come together and like nerd out.
Okay, but
And then they open it to the public.
okay, did Misha go to that
Misha
one?
went.
I think she invited us for that.
She did.
Okay, yeah.
I was supposed to go, but then realized it was in like just across the canal. It was in like on the way to Refin, and I was like, no, that's far.
Oh, come on.
It was a storm.
There was a storm. That's
There
true.
wasn't
I
one.
give
There
you
was
that.
a storm, and 2, I could have taken the train, but all the trains were canceled.
What do you mean all the trains were canceled?
All the A trains and the REs were canceled.
A trains and
RE like regional
regional
between
because-
Hellup and I don't know if it was because of the storm, but they were all canceled except one, which I ended up taking just to the city center. But then I
Okay.
would have had to bike to,
Yes,
and I couldn't be bothered.
but what did it? You could take the metro.
No, because I had my bike, and that's expensive.
Oh my god, it's like 15 kroner.
It's expensive.
Oh my god. Okay,
I just like wasn't that motivated to go, also because of the storm.
fair. I mean, that's a better excuse. Like, I just didn't want to go.
Well, like there were multiple excuses that compiled into essentially I,
I
didn't
kind of
want
get
to
it.
go.
Like, you're like, okay, I could go, but then there's a tiny excuse like, nah, this tips
It
the
just like,
balance.
and I also
to
had
a no.
another thing to do, which was closer, which was the Palestine protest.
Okay,
Which I was like, okay, I'll go, because I also thought I would go the day out. The Fungi Festival is 2 days, so I was like, I'll just go tomorrow.
okay,
That also didn't end up happening because I went on a mushroom walk,
yeah.
which is related.
Is that the one that you scheduled to go with people who
Yeah.
signed up?
That's part of the grant. So,
Yeah,
we
cool.
ran our first mushroom walk, which
think-
was cool.
I think I saw some stories with Misha on
Yeah,
that
Misha.
on Instagram.
Yeah, I think Helen Bo tagged her because she's like a student. They also wrote an article about us.
That's very nice.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I was not mentioned in it. I was just like sort of side mentioned as a nature enthusiast.
Okay.
So but they're
The
gonna
black
change
friend.
it. Yeah, exactly. Token diversity.
Joking diversity. +2 because she's Asian and black.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So no, but it went well. We're like giving a bit of an honorarium to like an actual mycologist, so he knew everything about mushrooms. And all the people who showed up obviously are nerds because they showed up at 11 on a Sunday.
And it was raining as
And it
fuck.
was raining. Actually, during the walk, it actually wasn't that rainy. On Sunday,
Okay, but
it
was it windy? I think it was windy.
no. In Kalundborg, it was beautiful, actually.
Really?
Yeah, there was sun, at least for the walk. And then immediately after the walk ended, it started raining
Wow.
really hard.
I remember I saw the weather up
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it on Friday, but it was about Saturday morning. The temperature was 9 degrees, but because of the wind and the rain, the feeling like what you would
Yeah.
feel is like -1.
What?
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
like what 10 degrees of difference? That's the highest I have ever
in
seen.
Bellerup?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even that far from Kalundborg. Like, you're on that side of the
Yeah, I mean,
of Sjælland.
obviously it was Saturday morning, so I was sleeping in.
Yeah.
But holy shit, outside.
Wait, okay,
it-
that was
it-
Saturday. Yeah, true.
It felt like really, really hardcore outside.
I actually felt on Saturday, at least, when I went to the protest, it was warmer than I thought it would be based on the sound of the wind. When I heard
Yeah.
the wind in the morning, I was like, oh my God, it's going to be so cold.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. I didn't go out on the weekend. I mean, only for going for groceries, and I was in the window where it stopped raining for like an hour. So I just like, okay, ready, let's go, go for groceries. Mission of the weekend.
Yeah.
And that was everything I did outside my house on the weekend. And somehow I got sick, and now I'm sounding like
Because you're
this.
weak.
I'm weak.
I was outside all weekend and I'm healthy.
Yeah, I don't know. This is killing me.
You're just from a third world country
Nah,
that's actually
that-
warm.
That's actually a reason to,
to be, have a better immune system.
exactly.
Yeah, but you're from a relatively mild third world country, which means that if it's stormy and rainy outside, then you die.
That's not true.
I'm just trying to come up with a reason other than you're just weak.
I don't think it has anything to do with my third world countryness. I think it's more like I've been through a lot in the past couple of months, and my immune system is like, dude, chill.
Yeah, stress is probably a big thing.
I don't know what happened. I haven't been to the gym in a few days, but since yesterday, I've been having like this spasm in my chest muscle. It's just like contracting randomly, and it's so annoying.
Maybe you're just getting old.
No, this I ask ChatGPT, and it's like it's mostly due to fatigue, stress, excess of caffeine, and I have those. So maybe that's why. Yeah, it's been annoying.
You're in the home stretch. You're almost done.
I agree. And I have really good news. Yesterday I had a meeting with my supervisor, and he asked. I mean, we were done with the meeting, and it was blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I have a lot to do, but I'll do it. Also, I have some really nice results, which is like, hell yeah, I'm actually gonna graduate. Like,
Yay!
yay! I still have shit to figure out, but it's for the most part like done, and I just have to write,
Hell
which
yeah.
is easier to say than done. But I've started, so hey, let's go.
Yay! He started writing, everyone.
Yeah.
That's a good milestone, actually.
Yeah, and actually, I looked at the calendar. Today's Tuesday, so from yesterday, so like this week, it starts the countdown. I have 10 weeks left.
Okay.
So if you think I have 10 weeks to generate a few plots, fix a couple of bugs, and write 100 pages, 10 weeks,
100. You're writing 100 pages?
about 100.
Ugh, that's so many pages.
It's not that much.
Okay.
There are small pages and there are a lot of pictures.
Okay.
So in writing, I think it would be less than 50-ish.
Okay.
So it's not that bad. So if you think about it, like that's my full job for 10 weeks, which is almost a semester, like from 8 p.m. 8 a.m. to 5 every day, 5 days a week. I can do it.
Yeah, but you're going to have breaks where you go to Skylab and don't do shit.
Yeah, of course. There are productivity breaks. There are days where I come and I do the podcast and I have to edit the podcast, but there will be other days where I will work on the weekends and like so on. I mean, it's gonna average out to more or less 10 weeks. And so far, we are on day number 2.
Nice. Where you didn't do anything.
I was working on my iPad when you came here.
That's true.
So
You were drawing something.
I was organizing my ideas, which I think is a crucial point before
Agreed.
you
It makes
actually
writing
start
way
writing.
easier.
Exactly. If you know your storytelling and you're like, okay, this goes here and then these plots go here and I have to conclude this and that, then the actual writing is much easier.
I agree. I stayed home today to write a report. It wasn't that long. It was like 2 pages. But what I normally do when I write is I bullet point everything that I can think of, arrange the bullet points, and then start writing. That's my like mapping,
That's a good idea.
which has helped because it used to be I wouldn't start writing unless I knew exactly what I was going to write, which was not good because
Yeah.
then I was like, how do I formulate this sentence? And it just took
Exactly.
so long. Now I'm like, I'm going to write the shittiest sentence I've ever written in a bullet point. I'll know what I'm saying, but it's not going to be good. And then I reread it later. And that's helped a lot with like perfection or just start it, like writer's block basically.
Yeah,
Just write whatever you need.
in my case for the PhD, basically the stories are told by plots.
Yeah.
So as long as you know which plots you need and what they are saying and what you will conclude from them, that's basically you say what you're gonna do. So then plot number 1, therefore plot number 2, and conclusion plot number 3, blah blah blah, done.
100
Paper done.
pages.
That's one paper, which is like, I don't know, 10, 15 pages. Put 3 of those together, plus a bunch of other things. That's
Cover,
PhD
like
thesis.
title, page,
I have done
bibliography.
already 10 pages and I haven't written anything. It's just
Hell
like,
yeah.
you know, the cover,
Yeah.
the
Acknowledgements.
acknowledgements, and the table of content.
Who are you acknowledging?
No, I mean, I just have the pages that is called
Oh.
acknowledgements. That's one page, like with one word on it.
You should acknowledge your dog that doesn't exist yet, but
I
has motivated you through this.
I don't think my dog has motivated me so much, but definitely you bitches are going on it.
Aw.
Aww.
Are you going to do the little drawings of us? You should do your acknowledgements page should just be drawings.
Drawings.
Yeah. Like the little stick figures, but you know they're us because of the way you draw
I'll
them.
just do a stick figure of you, like with your hair.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh man, speaking of hair, this is a really weird tangent, but you will see why.
Okay.
You know how you got me that shirt
Yes.
with us on it, and you could tell that it's man, this is not
Yeah,
good.
that was Valerie's birthday gift, where it was a T-shirt where I was saying, as a stick figure of me, saying, "Hey, we should make a podcast," and
Yeah.
there's a stick figure of Valerie saying, "Hell yeah!"
And you can tell it's me because of the hair.
Yes, definitely the hair was curly-ish. so
Again,
that
this
was-
is my ADHD brain. I've just done like 4 different associations, but love that shirt. Wear it all the time.
Oh, nice.
Sophia yesterday got me another shirt.
Sophia got you another shirt.
Which is
Sophia
great.
is just your friend.
Sophia's my friend. She's staying with me for 4 months. She's actually
4 months.
yeah, she's basically our new roommate.
Wow.
Who's-
Okay.
She's here until you come.
Is she taking my room?
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, but yesterday she got me a shirt.
That says pickles. Oh my god, that's an awesome
Isn't
T-shirt.
that cool?
Yes.
Yeah. So speaking of awesome T-shirts, because I don't know how the hair made me think of awesome T-shirts, and now awesome.
That's
T-shirt.
so cool.
Isn't it fun? So yeah. big
Just
fan.
says pickles.
Yeah, it just says
I mean,
pickles.
I'm sorry you cannot see it, but it just says pickles.
It
and
says
has
pickles
a jar.
on a pickle jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that happened too.
Have you tried the pickle that I gave you from Las Vegas?
No, it's sitting on my desk, and every time someone walks in, they're like, "What is that?" And they think it's an eraser, but it's not an eraser. It's edible.
It's an edible
But I kind of just want to leave it. I don't think it has a expiry date,
I mean, it's from the US and it's basically
so I kind of just want to have it there. I kind of want to frame it.
frame it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I was thinking we can all eat it during the julefrokost.
Yeah, I was also thinking about that. Yeah, maybe. Like I'm gonna frame it until then.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Of
I don't
course.
really know what to do with it. It's just sitting on my desk.
I'm curious. I wanna like
I'm
a
also kinda
tiny
curious.
bite of it.
I feel like it's so gross.
It's gonna be super gross for sure.
but yeah, I'll bring it to you to focus, and then we can do it.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, that's us. What is the topic of today?
Wait, is that everything we had to say?
I mean, that was my weekend.
That was your weekend. We
And it
have,
hasn't been a lot long since the weekend. It's Tuesday, so
yeah, but oh my god, wait, because we are spacing. I'm gonna have to cut this out, obviously, because we're spacing out the episodes.
yeah,
So the one we recorded last week will come out next week.
yeah.
So this one is gonna come out basically end of October.
Yeah.
So this is
Halloween!
our Halloween special.
Halloween special!
Hell yeah! This is super prepared, everyone. We just remembered that this is coming out near Halloween. So this is our Halloween special.
special, spooky.
Yes. Do you what are your general opinions about Halloween? You hate it? You love it?
I love it.
How
I
does
think
it
it's-
rank in terms of your holiday?
I don't know. I like it a lot because it is kind of associated with religion, but like not explicitly.
Okay.
So I don't need to I feel like a lot of the holidays in Canada and also Denmark are like Jesus holidays. Jesus was born, Jesus died, Jesus went up, Jesus went down. Halloween is like, I'm going to dress up as a pumpkin.
Slotty pumpkin.
Yeah, exactly. Which I also like the creativity involved. Like that you have to find a costume. I said last episode that I love dressing up.
Oh yeah, you love dressing up.
It's not even that I need to like it's not the dressing up itself, it's the thinking of the costume part
Okay.
that I really like. So Halloween is an opportunity. Sometimes I'm too busy and then I don't, but sometimes Halloween is a lot of fun. Especially if everyone's dressed up, then it's really fun.
I agree. I
Also
really,
candy.
Candy, I can honestly take it or leave it. I'm not a big candy guy, but I really like Halloween in the sense that it's not. I agree with you. It's not a religious holiday, like not per se. Like you don't feel the religion during
Yeah.
the holiday, and it's also not. I mean, I have a very different opinion from Halloween since I have been in Denmark, just because of the change of the weather.
Yeah. True.
So it's still cold enough to be cozy with your sweater and your jacket and so on autumn, but it's not killing you like in Christmas where you go out for 3 hours and you don't have the proper clothes.
Yeah.
You're gonna be suffering later.
You should come to one day, I'm sure very far in the future, if you experience Halloween in Canada, it's really fucking cold.
And it's
Okay.
okay.
Because it's end of October there are years where it snowed. So then you go out, you have your Halloween costume plan, but you go out with a snowsuit underneath
Underneath.
or on top, but
On top.
underneath because you want people to see the costume.
Oh, okay.
So then you just become like slightly larger.
So your costume could be a snowman.
Exactly. My brother was a pumpkin every year from when he was 4 to when he was like 15.
Super creative.
Yeah, he literally had the same costume. It just
The
got
literal
smaller on
same.
him.
Once, when I must have been like 1 or 2 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I won a costume competition because my mom dressed me as a lion, and I was the smallest, cutest
Okay,
fucking
that's
lion.
really cute.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
adorable.
Since then, I haven't won shit. But
You peaked at 2 years
I
old.
picked a 2. Everything is just
No, yeah, but also when you're trying to be slutty in Canada on Halloween, really difficult. Like you
Oh.
basically become immune to cold.
Hmm.
There's a graph that I've made in my head before. Desire to get laid versus how much you feel cold is an
Wow.
inverse inverse
desire
relation.
to get laid on the x-axis
Yeah.
and how much you
feel cold. And the higher you want, like the higher desire to get laid, the less cold you feel.
Okay, so it's an inverse.
Yes, is an inverse relation.
Okay, so you're willing to
You are willing to walk around in the snow in like high heels and a short dress
if you really want to get laid.
if you really want to get
Yeah,
laid.
I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Like where you've told me like, yeah, I don't know how people do it.
I don't know how
used to
people do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a phase, but it's in Denmark. I feel like you see it. In Colombia, you probably see it less because it's never that cold.
Yeah, it's
in
never that
Canada,
cold.
it gets intense. Like if you see a girl out in November,
Then you know
you're
she
like
needs
she
some
needs.
dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
But-
feel in Denmark is that extreme because it's
No.
not that cold.
It doesn't get that cold.
It's
like
not
it's
Canada
rainy.
cold.
Yeah.
It's rainy.
But
That's
it's not
annoying.
cold.
But I appreciate the fact that there's like this party and like I don't know, like have fun
Yeah.
culture during the party. Because I mean, Christmas is nice, but it's more like let's be cozy. and
Exactly. Let's hang out with our families.
Hang out.
and
Yeah, it's more
love
like
Jesus.
a family holiday, which
Yeah.
is totally fine.
Yeah.
But
Halloween, you get to do whatever you want.
Halloween is like let's get the fuck out and like go on whatever costume, whatever party. Let's
Exactly.
get drunk. Let's have a lot of candy.
Yeah, let's dance.
shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, you know that it's great because shit is about to hit the fan when the shift in the time of
oh my
the day
god.
comes.
Wait, but doesn't the time shift come before?
I think it depends on the year. I
Yeah,
remember
maybe it's around the same time.
it's around the same time
Yeah.
for sure. But I don't know if it was last or last.
Oh yeah,
last
last year we were at Emily's party and it
Yes.
changed.
Yes, I remember we
Yeah.
were at the Halloween party and Monica and I said, okay, we have to leave. It was like 2 a.m. And you said like, wait, if you stay 1 more hour, you would still leave at the same time. And we were like, well, I don't see any
There's
problem
no
with
flaw
that
in that
logic.
logic.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
we did stay until that time.
We did stay.
We stayed until that party
we
closed.
helped cleaning.
Yeah.
And then I remember at the end you were like, hey, I stole these for you. And you gave me a bottle of Baileys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Emily.
You're not Emily listens to this podcast. But the person because she was renting out Dan's works canteen. Dan no longer works there, so we're allowed to say that we stole something.
Oh, but I think people just brought the alcohol.
Did they? I thought it
Yeah.
was provided. Okay.
I think everyone just brought something.
Maybe. Did we bring something?
We are some
No.
pieces of shit who didn't bring anything. But when we got there was a lot of alcohol. I think people just brought it, and it
Oh,
was
okay.
hers, Emily's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well we stole that. Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice. It has been nice drinking Baileys with my morning coffee. Anyway,
You're not okay.
I'm not. Why do you think my muscles are twitching?
What is in your coffee cup right now?
water?
Okay.
Like literally water. I just need to get
So
hydrated.
you start the day with Bailey's and coffee, and you just go into water.
At 6 a.m. Sorry, at 6 p.m., which is right now. I'm like, I just need some water.
Hydrate. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
I'm trying to keep it, healthy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Halloween.
I also
don't-
love
I don't
Halloween.
know
I
what-
also love when it's foggy on Halloween.
Oh, that's the best.
So spooky.
Yes.
Love it.
Spooky season. Plus, yeah, this spookiness, you don't really feel it in Colombia because you don't change seasons.
Yeah, but here it gets dark and it's
Here,
cold
it
and
like
there's
start
the
to
trees
really
are
get that-
orange. Yeah.
Exactly, everything
Yeah.
is orange, and you're like, I fucking get it. I love it.
yeah,
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
It's-
But
yeah.
the concept of orange Halloween and white Christmas
yeah,
at the equator, that doesn't exist. So
True.
it hits different.
true.
So yeah,
I'm glad you get to experience it. It's a lot of fun.
I'm also very very glad I do.
Yeah, it's also so it's so unserious as a holiday.
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do this year. What are we gonna dress
I
up
have
as?
no idea. We should think about that though. It's coming
We
up.
should. I mean, this is your favorite topic.
It's
Thinking about what to dress up as.
I also love group costumes. They're so fun.
Exactly. I really would like to find like a very high quality Spider-Man
And then we all
costume, but like high quality. Like I don't care if I have to spend 2,000 kroners on a nice costume. But if it's like nice, actually nice, you're like, who the fuck is that? And then we three do it, and we do the meme of like the three Spider-Mans. Oh my god, that would be so cool. Totally down for that.
I don't know if I'm willing to spend 2,000 krona on a Spider-Man
I will
costume.
make you spend it. It's not so much.
I don't know.
It is a lot.
I'm not even willing to bring my bike on the metro because it's expensive.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I can spend
Yes.
2,000.
cheap son of a bitch.
The other thing is the metro now has not only does it have a bike extra, but it has like a person
What do you mean?
premium. When I check into the metro, I don't know if you can see it on the DSB app, it adds 15 krona.
Really?
Yeah, in comparison to going on the S train.
If you take the metro?
Yeah, like if I check it, if I do check in and I check the metro like button,
Okay.
when I check out, it'll give me like my receipt, and it'll say this is a ticket price plus 15.
Wow. But if you do that with the Lexicort app, would
I
it
don't know.
discriminate between going to the metro or not? Because if you take the metro or not in the city center, just with your Lexicort, it shouldn't change.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's the DSB app, and I don't
Maybe
know.
it's the DSB app. That's how they.
That's how, because metro's not DSB.
exactly.
So I need.
That's how
both.
they finance.
That's so annoying. I hate how many apps there are
I
for
also
the
hate it.
freaking public transport.
Yeah, I hate it as well.
Dot, Reisekort. Did you see they're introducing another
Yeah.
basis court?
Yes.
What the
I
fuck?
saw it. And I'm gonna use the DSB now because I won the
Points?
9/11 points.
Yeah, I also have the 7-Eleven point. 9/11.
That's how they 9/11 points. Boom, boom. 2 towers.
Yeah, that's how they get you. I have 271 points.
That's how they gave you the points. Like you just spend more on a metro.
True.
Probably. I don't know.
I can buy a sandwich
Cool, Valerie.
from 7-Eleven.
This
I have
is-
15% off Tivoli if I want to go.
Oh, Tivoli on Halloween is the best time to go to Tivoli.
True.
I love it.
Oh, what the great thing about, maybe I actually talked about this last time. The great thing about going to Aarhus Lindy Exchange is that Tivoli, it's in Tivoli, their Tivoli, and it's not open, but they've already prepared for Halloween.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so you can walk around the park at night.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
really
I
fun.
haven't been to Tivoli like it inside Tivoli. I
I've
like
never
a
been
lot.
to Tivoli. Yeah.
Never.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I actually went once for Easter.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, the whole decoration thing, like the coolest by far is Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine that is right. I haven't been inside.
Yeah, I think the coziest maybe Christmas, but fuck coziness. Like you just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Go Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, because it's dark, it's just good spooky vibes.
Exactly,
Like
exactly.
Christmas at night is actually, I mean, with the
With all
with
the,
the lights and stuff, it's fine, but it's very like. But
I totally get it. Yeah.
Halloween is like. "Nyah."
Like
Yeah.
hell yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's enjoy before the darkness comes and
Exactly.
the real seasonal depression comes back.
We now have a communal vitamin D in our house, where we just.
Oh,
there's like a
like,
big bucket of vitamin
Big
D
bucket
pills.
of pills?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I didn't understand what you said, like a communal vitamin D. Like, what are you talking about?
Get your head out
I
of where you think it
honestly,
is.
I was confused. I was not thinking
Vitamin
anything
D bucket.
sexual.
Full of pills.
The D bucket. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I love Halloween.
Yeah.
Was this our Halloween special? No, no, come on. We have to do something better for that.
You should put like Halloween music on.
Halloween music
Yeah.
without getting sued for
Exactly.
copyright stuff. Yeah, sure.
Like
It would be nice if this was like how do you call it? A video podcast? And
Yeah,
we came with
with
dress,
costumes,
with costumes.
yes.
It would be like, oh, amazing.
yeah.
But I've been thinking of doing it like every time I speak with someone in real life about the podcast, someone is like, "Oh yeah, when are you gonna record it?" Like with
Video.
video.
But it's also nice when you do your little animation thing. That's
Yeah,
cute.
that's true. We can
We
do
could
more of
animate it
that.
with the costumes.
Oh yes, I could be Spider-Man and you
Mm-hmm.
can be also Spider-Man.
Cute couples costumes.
Two Spider-Mans.
Two Spider-Mans. Yeah, I mean that's more work, but it's also cute.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I think I'll get to do some of that stuff when I'm not
Yeah.
writing my thesis anymore. But yeah, I was also thinking it's much harder to edit the thing when you also have video.
Yeah, it is.
Because when you have audio where there's like a blank space or you just wanna delete somebody saying like
Yeah.
then it's easy.
Yeah.
But if you have audio,
Yeah, you can see it.
you need at least two cameras to
Yeah.
show the other person while the other one is being a moron, so you don't notice.
Yeah. No, that's way more work.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't have that time right now, and honestly, I feel like if I were to do that like right, I would have to be paid. Right
Novo.
now, hey Novo Nordisk, I know you just laid off a lot of people, but come
But
on.
that means you have more money.
Exactly, and those people were not doing what we are doing, which is
Exactly.
shenanigans.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And we need more of that. That's good for innovation or something.
Exactly.
Probably.
probably. I don't know, but anyway, we're open for being sponsored.
I think we need more than 25 listeners.
Come on, our 25 listeners are awesome.
This is true.
They are.
They are
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know a single person that is lame who listens to us.
true.
So you go.
Except Alan.
Alan doesn't listen to us.
I know I'm just saying that because I know he's not listening.
Yes, Alan, fuck you. No, sorry, Alan. If you ever
We
listen
love
to
you.
it, we love you, Alan.
Okay. What is the topic? du
Okay.
jour?
Topic. We had discussed a topic before. It has to do with friction.
Yes.
So I follow this girl on Instagram who talks about economics, and she had a book where she talks about friction and how in today's world we are pushing more and more and more to have a frictionless society, meaning that things could just be done without a lot of effort, without a lot of thinking, and things just get done and it's easy. And the argument that she gives is that a little bit of friction is actually good for society and for everyone. So what I mean by friction is a frictionless world. You can just take out your phone and order food, and it's in your door in
Convenient.
half an hour. It's very convenient. So that's a lot. When you think about in terms of like what people are willing to pay, people are very willing to pay for convenience, which makes sense. And I'm not advocating for just a lot of friction because that's not good. I think it's very nice that you have the internet at the palm of your hand and you can just Google stuff. I think that's very useful, very nice. I don't want to get rid of that. But the fact that you can just, I don't know, not think about things and just get them done privates you from having a good experience. Like the getting to the thing and doing the thing makes you better and gives you a sense of accomplishment. So for example, if you're writing something and you just say, I don't want to write it, let's just use ChatGPT, you didn't do anything, you didn't gain anything from it. But if you, let's say you write it yourself or you do the structure and then maybe ChatGPT or whatever comes and polish it, like I think that's a fair use of the tools that you have. So I think the misuse of the tools that we have are getting us this sense of, I don't know, meaningless. Like that's exacerbated because we have this frictionless world, and I think it applies to many things when you start looking into your life, like where are your sources of friction and like frictionless stuff, and you think like, well, I think we can do better.
Yep.
Another example that I have is, for example, going to the gym. If you ask someone from the 1800s or 1700s, where people actually had to do labor, like manual labor, like people were jacked not because they went to the gym, but because they did construction and
job.
stuff. Exactly. Then if you tell them like, oh, in the future we were gonna have a bunch of machines that are gonna do the heavy lifting, and yeah, we won't have to do heavy stuff. But people still go to the gym, not because they have to, but because they want to use their body, because there is like some friction that they want to put themselves through in order to get something which is like a better physique, or like feel better about their body, or like health or whatever. But like the point is, like, there is something good at the other side of doing the thing with work. And I don't think we should get rid of that.
I agree.
What do you
End
think?
of podcast. No, I'm kidding.
End of the podcast.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we've touched upon this before because we had an AI episode and an internet episode.
I agree.
And we talked about this.
It touches on those things
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
But I agree that I think people, it makes it easier for you to not have to be stimulated, but that's only a part of the population. There's another part that will go and look for things to stimulate them because they realize that they're not using their brain. So, for example, there's, I don't know, making your own Halloween costume
Yeah.
or thinking of a Halloween costume and making it. You can either go on Amazon and buy it,
Yes.
and that's easy, or you could actually think about, okay, how do I avoid Amazon altogether? And I don't know, I can, like, Misha and I sewed skirts for Aarhus, and like we could have easily gone and bought matching skirts, but that was more like we have resources available to us that might be a little bit harder to use them, but it's not about the convenience, it's about the I made a skirt.
Exactly. I think that's a great example. I think people, like, for example, me, I would appreciate the convenience of, like, I can just go online and buy it.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about, like, being able to sew it, or like having a greater attachment to the thing because I did it. Like, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll just match with you guys and, like, whatever. This is my
Yeah. I don't know
suit
how, but I think I've been very intentional about doing things, not the hard way, but I haven't used Amazon since I left Canada because I was like, I don't like Amazon I have a little bit more of like an activist mind. I'll boycott certain things because of their, I don't know, bombing Israel. You know, they're like, not bombing Israel, like they're funding Israel, which makes your life a little bit harder, or you do have to be a little bit more creative. But that's my motivation. I think other people have motivations like, I just want to build a sauna and that's cool. Or like, I want to go to the gym because I want to be swole, you know? Like,
you want to be jacked.
I don't have that motivation. I don't care. Like, I dance and that's it. I don't need to go to the gym necessarily, and I bike, and like I don't feel that kind of motivation. But I think not everyone, but a lot of people have that sort of motivation to actually do something difficult because it's fulfilling.
Exactly. Like there is something in your life that you want to do the hard way, meaning like the friction way, where you put more work into it, which at the end of the day gives you way more like satisfaction,
fulfillment
and
with your life. Yeah. And then there are people, I think there are people who don't, and they just live their life as convenient as possible.
Yeah, I think the example of like you just go frictionless and frictionless and frictionless would be the people from WALL-E.
Yeah.
They're like, it's very fat, floating in their chairs, and everything gets done to them.
Yeah.
It's like, that is a meaningless and not worth living existence. It's like, what is the point? Like, honestly, really?
Yeah.
You want to be that fat guy?
And I don't know how, maybe it would be interesting to know what you think about this, but I'm of the opinion that we will never get there. There will never be that, it will never be that everyone wants to be as convenient as possible or like have the most convenient life ever. There will always be people, and I would say a pretty large amount of people, who will seek out things if one part of their life becomes easier, they'll seek out things that are more fulfilling and challenging in other parts of their life. That might be like, I'm going to start painting or even start dancing or whatever. Like, I have more time for other things, so I'm going to go and do that.
I think that's part of human nature in that sense. It's like, if you have more time to do other things, like, why would you sit down on your ass and watch movies when you can?
Exactly. But there are a lot of people who just like, I don't know, watch movies.
I agree.
Play stupid video games.
I hope you're right that humanity, even if we have all the tools to be frictionless, we decide not to.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of, again, with the Spider-Man theme, with a lot of power comes a lot of responsibility. You have tools to do the thing or don't do the thing, but it's up to you, like how you use it. I mean, I could not go to the gym ever again. But I do go because I like going.
Yeah.
And if I don't go, I will kill myself. So
That is a great motivator.
that is a great
Good
motivator.
one.
So, for example, that's the thing. Like, there are benefits on mental health that I wouldn't get otherwise from other
True.
things in my life that is like very easy to get by going to the gym. That's a simple example.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like mental health is a good driver and physical health. Like
Yeah,
you can you feel like shit if you haven't moved all day or
exactly.
you get depressed if you don't
Yeah.
do enough whatever.
And I also think it's nice that you have the option to not do the thing. Like, sometimes it's rainy and you are sick in your place and you're like, I'm just gonna ask for Volt because I
Yeah.
don't have food, and you just have food delivered
good
to
to
your
have the
place.
option. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like I'm not dooming the option of frictionless,
Yeah.
but the fact that it's optional,
Yeah.
it's what makes it great.
I do feel like also, I mean, it really depends on where you live because there are things that I would consider maybe less convenient that someone else would consider convenient. Like so for example, I went to Seattle like, I don't know, 10 years ago, which is the home of Amazon.
Okay.
In Seattle, you can order something on Amazon, whatever it is, and it'll come in like an hour or
Wow.
two. Like it'll come in like it won't even be a person, it'll be some drone or like some like self-driving whatever.
Okay.
You can also walk into they have these Amazon shops that don't have people. You can just walk in. You
Yeah.
don't have to scan anything. You just take it off the shelf and leave and they
Yes.
know who you are. Which that's a level of convenience that is like they would consider going to or like waiting a day for a package an
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, a day that's great.
Yeah. It's
Normally, you have to wait like a week. And then there was times where you had to wait 2 weeks at least, and you had to think ahead for this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Which is also, I found this when I stopped using Amazon. I actually had to think ahead when I wanted things because otherwise I wouldn't get them on time.
Yeah.
And you become maybe less resilient as your convenience level, like as you get used to certain levels of convenience. So like if I know I can order a Volt, then if for some reason I couldn't, I had to walk to the shop in the rain,
Yeah.
I would hate that.
Yeah. You would hate it.
But like there was a time where I would just walk to the shop in the rain. Like that
Yeah.
was super normal. So I also feel like convenience or to keep up sort of levels of resilience that allow you to be happy regardless of your situation,
Mm-hmm.
you need some sort of inconvenience. Like it can't be that your happiness and your satisfaction hinges on the fact that you have the option to have Volt.
Agree.
Otherwise, like if the internet goes down or you have to, I don't know, live with no heat for a bit. There are
Yeah,
some
exactly.
people who get way more stressed out about that because they've been used to having heat.
Yeah, exactly.
and
And,
Volt.
if suddenly you're like, okay, I have to go out and chop wood
Yeah.
and like burn it in my apartment without burning the apartment,
Yeah.
it's like, well, that's too much for some people.
Yeah, it's too much. People actually do crash out over that.
Yeah, but if I don't know, if you live in a farm and you do like work in the
It's
farm all
normal.
day, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, now I just have to do it.
Yeah.
It's not an option, but
Yeah.
you're like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. And I agree, there are different levels of what is convenient or inconvenient. Like just the fact of like I used to live in Colombia and like technology has advanced in the past 25 years.
Yeah.
So of course things have changed. I used to look up things in the encyclopedia, like in the actual book, to find definitions of things. And now you can just Google whatever, and things change so fast that a physical book wouldn't be able to keep up. So yeah, of course.
I remember it must have been like grade 4 or something, we had dictionary competitions where you had to, like, they would say a word that
Nerd.
I mean, the whole school had to do it, so it wasn't just me. But they would say a word that you had to find in the dictionary, which is not that difficult. Like it's alphabetical order, but they did it so
No
it would
shit.
it would speed up how fast we looked up things because they were like, this is training you for the future. One day you will have to like look in books for this information, and then
Never
the
happened.
internet happened.
Yeah, you got scammed.
But now I know how to look up words in dictionaries really fast.
I mean, I know how to do it, not very fast. It still works.
It still works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did do it when I came to Denmark. I got a Danish English dictionary for the class.
Yeah.
I used it maybe twice, but I still knew how to use it.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are now teenagers don't know how to use dictionary.
Yeah. We're just making ourselves sound old now.
Yeah, we are old. I mean, I don't think anybody who listens to this podcast is that young that they don't know how to use the dictionary.
No, I would hope not.
I hope not.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
If you're under 18, go away.
Come on. I think no, nobody here is under 18. First of all, And second, even if you're young, it doesn't mean that you don't know. Like maybe
That's
you do
true.
know.
Yeah, we know how to use some old technology.
I know how to use the rotatory phones.
Oh yeah,
Those are very cool.
but those are very intuitive. I feel like anyone can
No.
figure that. It's just like
I think if
just
you
push-
show that to a 15-year-old now, he has no fucking clue how to
maybe.
like call anything.
Maybe.
Something that I'm really terrible at is, and this doesn't matter if you have a rotatory phone or a cell phone, is like if I'm gonna call someone for, I don't know, like a land phone in another country that where you have to like mark a bunch of numbers before the actual number.
Yeah.
That trips me up every time. I have to Google it, and it's like, what is the country, and like, what is the 8 for, and why there's a 1, and oh, this is not a phone, this is a land phone, then therefore it needs another code. It takes me like
Yeah.
honestly like half an hour, 1 hour to figure things out and actually call someone. God bless the internet.
And just like yeah, it's true. I will forget sometimes country codes.
So in your life, what do you think is the biggest source of friction, or friction that has stopped existing? Or like, what do you think about the friction in your life, like in your personal life?
I feel like it's difficult because I don't think about it. It just is.
It just is.
I feel like most of the friction I have in my life is self-inflicted. Like I'll do things deliberately.
But that's the thing. That's good.
Yeah. I think oftentimes convenient things or things that make your life more convenient tend to be the ones that have high emissions. So like being able to fly
Fair.
or Volt delivery instead of you just walking to the freaking shop, or, convenience often comes. I feel like there's a high association of things that are convenient and things that are highly emissive.
Mm-hmm.
And so anytime I make a decision that is conscious where I'm reducing my emissions, I also feel like is less convenient.
Is less convenient. That I think that correlation makes sense.
Which, I mean, yeah, for most things, or things that make you faster or more productive, or, allow you to exist on like a different time scale almost. Like if I fly versus take the train, I just have so much more time to do other things. Or if even like using ChatGPT versus Google is more energy intensive.
Yeah.
But I do that because it's easy.
So
But
you use ChatGPT.
I use
instead of Google
ChatGPT
sometimes.
but since I have been aware of the fact that ChatGPT actually is quite emissive, and AI is driving a lot of it's causing more oil companies to drill more, and they're realizing that this is a growth opportunity. I use it less than I used to.
Okay.
Because as a conscious choice, because AI is one of those things that will cause a huge amount of growth, not in a good way. Growth is also associated with emissions. So
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm trying. Obviously, I can't avoid it. And now Google has AI built in anyway. So
Yeah,
that's just the way it's
think-
going.
Yes, I think that's so stupid. Now you Google something and AI is like, oh yeah,
And
this-
it's not even right sometimes. And I'm like, why are you showing me this? I want give me something.
just give me the link to the
Yeah,
page.
exactly.
I'll judge myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the biggest source of friction for me is if I make choices for the environment. It just makes my life less convenient, but I'm okay with that. But there's a limit to what I'm okay with, obviously. Like, I'm not going to take the train for 48 hours if I can just take the flight for 5, There are trade-offs.
I think in my case, for the friction that I decide to take with things that I could probably avoid to some degree, well, there are obvious things like I go to the gym. Like I don't have to, but I do. Again, not killing myself. That's an extreme example. But another could be, for example, related to work. Like there are a lot of things related to the code that I do and the writing that I do that I could just quote unquote automate with the AI. But I
True.
don't do it like that. Like I think, I don't know if it's old school or like there's a responsibility behind it, that all the ideas and all the schemes and all the, either for making an algorithm for your code or for the storytelling on your paper or your thesis, I think that one thing to be me. And
Yeah,
if
but don't
later-
you find that if you did it with ChatGPT or AI, it would be worse?
I also think that.
Yeah.
I think that it would be less representative of what I'm thinking. And yeah, it just wouldn't be that good. I feel like if I just give ChatGPT like the bullet points of what my thesis is about, maybe a couple of papers to guide it, and it's like, okay, give me 100 pages.
Yeah.
I think it would be really shitty.
Yeah.
But if I say, hey, I wrote this paragraph about this, is maybe not making so much sense in this context. Could you please rephrase it? Like, yeah, and it's gonna come out, and I'm gonna be like, okay, this makes sense. This doesn't. I change it, and that's like a post-processing tool instead of like doing the heavy lifting. Or
Yeah.
if I'm, for
I have
example,
the same.
coding, I have a lot of friends who right now just say, give me a code that does this and just produces the entire code. So there is one file in your code that was totally developed by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And probably is fine. And probably you didn't need to think about that. But in my case, I like to go a little deeper and like, okay, for this function, I don't remember this thing. So I just Google or use ChatGPT. It's like, hey, I need to change this color in a certain way with a certain function. Could you show me how to do it? And then it show me tiny things
Yeah.
of like syntax
Yeah.
and the thing.
Yeah.
But if you look at the code, yeah, it's messy because I did it, but I don't
But
know.
you
I,
did it.
I did it. I understand it, and I don't have to go through like what happened here because I didn't do it. No,
Yeah.
I totally
have the
understand
same.
what I wanted to do and what I did. So I think that's an option that I took because probably a lot of it I could have just delegated to AI. But I like doing that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's me. I don't know.
No, I feel like everyone that I would ask or that I would hang out with, if you ask them if they would rather have their own ideas in something versus ChatGPT, even if it was easier, most of them would say, yeah, I'd rather write it myself or do my own thing.
Yeah, but that's what people say when they have to face it, and some people are just lazy. I'm just like, they give me a lot of
Maybe. I guess it
ideas.
depends on how much you value the quality of something and the sense of accomplishment at the
Yeah,
end.
I also agree with that because if I was just having a bullshit job, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
But I care about my work.
Yeah,
Also,
which
it
is
has my
also
name.
nice. Yeah.
It's actually very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of it, I
Yeah.
think. And also in the sense of friction, I think people like choose their battles. For example, I don't care about like, for example, sewing and making my own clothes. I'm just like, I don't want to develop that skill. I just buy the thing.
Yeah.
That's fine. But for example, as you know, and everyone in this podcast knows, I love windsurfing. And yes, it's tough. Sometimes you go out in the rain and the storm and you fall and you swallow water and it's hard sometimes. But it's super nice, the sense of accomplishment when you actually do it. I have a friend who says like, hell no. I don't want to put on a wetsuit and go out in the cold, in the rain, in the salty water and fail a bunch of times. Like that sounds like hell. I don't want to do that. He doesn't have to. Like if he has to go in the water, he would just take a boat. So there's a level of battles. Like you choose the battle, right?
Yeah. Also, I feel like the concept of gamification actually is a funny way to make people do things that aren't that fun or
Agree.
that are inconvenient.
Yes.
If you gamify it, I'll do it.
That played a big role on my thesis like a year ago because I was facing this code that was really hard. And I would just look at it for 8 hours and make no progress. And I was like super frustrated until I was playing World of Warcraft one weekend. And I'm like, I was able to figure out so many things in this game because it was a game.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what if I look at this other thing as a game where I have to make a function that makes such and such and such, and I can ask for help either to my supervisors or my coworkers or ChatGPT for syntax. So I was like, hey, I'm going to treat it like that. And I started to make progress way, way, way faster. So yeah,
Gamification.
Go. Gamification is a great way to trick your brain into do things with a lot of friction.
I also realized I was talking about this I went foraging just before I came here. And
Wait, you say forging and I picture you on a forge just like
foraging.
Foraging. I picture you hitting metal and I'm like, that's not Valerie.
One day it could be.
Probably, but first the apocalypse.
First the apocalypse. Well,
Yeah.
okay, that's
She was-
the other.
she was
this is
picking
what I was
up
talking about.
mushrooms.
I was picking mushrooms, and I was saying how now when I see mushrooms in the supermarket, I refuse to buy them because I'm like, I could just go out and get this for free.
Whoa, okay.
And it's like I've totally rewired my brain. And there's a lot of things now that I'm like, I could just grow that. Like I have somehow convinced myself that I can be more self-sufficient than relying on the supermarket, which obviously is hard. Like we were out for an hour and a half in the rain and I got like a kilo of mushrooms. That's not going to last me very long. Whereas I was literally in the shop looking at the same type of mushroom today. and
Yeah,
being like,
if you look at
no.
it from an economic point of view, like how much money do you make in your job in 1 hour?
Yeah.
And how much mushrooms can you buy with that money is way more than a kilo.
Way more.
So,
So
it's
But there's two things to this actually. One is that I want to feel accomplished and here I found these mushrooms. The
Yep.
other I actually think, which is growing, is I want to be able to sustain myself if the supermarket doesn't exist anymore. Or if like for some reason I can't get to a supermarket, or if I'm lost or whatever. It's become actually like, it used to be just for fun. Now it's actually more that I'm like, I would actually rather.
Now that Russia is looking into attacking Denmark, it's looking more fun.
It's just like, I could do this myself.
Yeah,
But
no.
I don't think it's a defense, it's a survival thing. It's more just like, I want to know that I can do this by myself.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's like extreme independence, I think.
I also agree when you see something that you can do yourself and you see it like on a supermarket or somewhere, you're like, hell no, I can do a better job.
Yeah.
It happens to me with like the cupcakes. If I
Yeah.
see cupcakes in the supermarket, they
I'm like, no, I
honestly
could just make that.
look not that good. They are not that good, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
Like I can do this myself, and yes, it's gonna take
Cheaper.
me some work.
Yeah, but I'm going to also enjoy doing it.
And also, I cannot do one, so I will do 20.
Yep.
And I will have cupcakes for the same price to give to all my friends. Because
Yeah.
why not?
Exactly. And you feel so much better when you give something. Like, you could also buy the cupcakes and give it to all your friends.
Also, it feels really different when someone says like, "Hey, I bought some cake. Have some."
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
But when someone says, "I made this cake, and also, by the way, it's really good.
Yeah.
Have some," you feel like way more.
Yeah, that's another thing
happy.
is if someone puts effort into something and gives it to you, you feel way better about it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you feel better about giving it. Like
Yes.
I could like when Misha and I made the skirts, not only were they matching, but we made them and that was cool.
Definitely.
It was like a lot of fun. And we also made one for Monica and for Emily and for Tatiana.
So you gave it to them.
We gave it to them. We were like,
Nice.
we just did this. And Misha did most of it, to be fair, but I
Yeah.
helped.
You were the assistant.
I was the assistant.
Yeah.
I made them the right size.
This reminds me of something that I saw, must have been on Instagram. There's like, what is the equivalent for men when you give flowers to a woman? Like, traditionally, women get very happy when you give them flowers. Not everyone, and I've seen some that do not. Anyway, that's a tangent. But they get very happy. It's like, okay, you got flowers, you're happy. Yeah. What is the equivalent for a man? And without going to the sex part, something that is really great is if you give us like banana bread. Or like,
Yeah.
like homemade
True.
bakery is
Yeah.
like so peak. It's like if a woman comes to you and like, hey, I thought about you and I baked you a cake,
Yeah.
like for you, and obviously disclaimer, if it's actually good, it's better. You feel like the most amazing human being on earth, the happiest man alive. Is like, this woman not only has sex with me, but she baked me banana cake. Hell yeah.
That's great.
That's fucking amazing. Yes, I can honestly
I think
say
thoughtful
that's true.
gifts are so like they're the source of a lot of happiness.
Yeah.
Is when someone's
agree.
it's I hate things like getting things. I hate when people get me things and I'm like, I didn't like, why? But when someone's made it, I'll keep it forever. Literally,
Yeah.
I have like a box of things that people have made me that I carry around to every country I move to because I'm like, yeah, they made it for me. It's so cute." But if you just give me some random shit, I do not care.
But it depends on the shit. Sometimes it's like
if it's useful,
quirky things that you
Yeah, if
that you would love. It's
yeah.
like, hey, yeah, I love this.
but yeah, then they've thought about you as a person.
Okay, yeah.
and they've given it to
So
you.
it's not. I mean, not necessarily that they made it, but
No, it's just
it
there's
adds-
some thought put into it.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
making is an easy way to do that. You just make banana bread and you're like, all right, like doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be good, honestly. You're just excited.
But it's
about
better
it.
if it's good.
Yeah, but if you just got me, I don't know, like I don't like flowers, for example,
Fair.
because I'm like, you put no thought into this. You just fucking bought flowers from what Superbrusen and then came like, there's
But,
no.
I mean, yeah. but-
To me, there's like no. Not that much thought that's gone into it. You saw flowers, you were like, I could give flowers to a girl, and then you give it to them.
Yeah, but also I know there are other girls that are like super happy when they get flowers.
Yeah, which that's you thinking about them because they like flowers.
Yeah.
But if anyone got me flowers, I'd be like, you don't know me at all,
That fair.
and I would be pissed off, or like I just wouldn't like them that much.
Fair enough.
But it's for everyone, like having a thoughtful gift that someone has put effort into.
Exactly. Like a
Good.
thing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Yeah, that's it. Like, literally, this made me think about you, and
Yeah.
here you go.
It could be like Misha gave me these pants. She's like, I found them in the trash. Do you want them? I was like, absolutely, I do. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
It could literally be garbage off the ground, but if it's garbage that I like off the ground, good.
Yeah, I love it when when my friends who know that I'm a nerd in fluid mechanics, they saw some pattern in the clouds or in the water
Yeah.
or something, and they take a picture and they send it to
Oh,
me
man.
exclusively. I'm like, fuck yeah, I love you more.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also this is like there's a like I guess sort of light version of that is when people send memes
Yes.
because they saw a meme.
Sending memes is a love language.
It is a love language.
Definitely.
They saw a meme, they thought of you, and they sent it to you,
Yes.
which I think is very
100%.
cute.
And
It's like sending flowers, but it's just on virtual.
better.
Yeah.
100% agree. Yeah.
That's the foundation for a good relationship. Memes.
For a good friendship, which I think
Yeah,
is
really-
important for
yeah.
a nice relationship.
Exactly.
It's desired.
Well, I mean relationship in like the broadest sense, like relating to people.
Oh, yeah. Not everything is sex.
No, it is not.
Wow. Said the man.
Juan Felipe is learning things on this podcast.
Hey.
Yeah, so I would say my life is easy because I live in a society that has made it easy, but I try to make it harder.
Yeah, that's true. Like you entertain yourself making your
Life harder.
choosing the battles.
Yeah.
But I think that's a luxury that you get to choose the battles.
Exactly.
Because if you live in a country that is not so developed, you're like, well, fuck me. Now I have to walk
That's-
a 1 kilometer for water.
This is also the difference between black people and white people is that
yes.
like for example, I love camping. I love going to the mountains and like sitting outside and doing things, which you could never find any black person in the US or Canada who would like doing that because they're like, why
Yeah, I'm gonna
why
get
would
shot.
I do that? No, it's just more like I have a house
Yeah.
and that is a privilege that I have. Why would I choose to like not have that? My dad's like that because he grew up, one, he's half black, but two, he grew up like camping because his family couldn't afford
Oh,
to
okay.
like go to like actually have a house in certain place. Like his dad was a professor, my grandpa was a professor, and he would go to conferences and they couldn't afford a hotel, so they would camp.
Okay.
And he then when my mom started taking us camping, me and my brother, he was like, "I'm not fucking coming." Like, I used to camp like because I had to. Why are you camping for fun? And my mom was like, "Well, we don't camp in Japan. I think it's cool." So that was like a funny cultural difference. But that's I feel like generally like the African American community and also people who generally have been oppressed for a long time. They're like, I just got the right to live in a fucking house, or like I just got the money to live in a house. Why would I go make my life harder
Yeah.
and live in
100%.
a not house?
Yeah.
Live outside.
I mean, the threshold of what is friction or like what you're willing to do has a lot to do with yourself
Yeah.
and the culture where you live.
Culture where you live,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's just funny when there's like white person coded activities. And that's just analogous with like you have so much privilege that if you have to go and make your
Yes.
life harder.
Yeah. You said at some point that you wanted to rant about Danes that have no personality, and I that reminded me of this story. I have this friend who is dating a Danish girl. This Danish girl used to be on a dormitory where she would have her own room, but whatever, she was not there anymore. And for a few months, she went to live in like a communal house where in a space that was very small, there were like 12 people living, but like one bathroom, one kitchen, like very communal, like very open-minded. And I told my friend, he's also Colombian, I was like, why would you go to live there? Like, you want a little bit of privacy, right? And he was like, she's Danish, they don't have real problems, so they just make them up. They're gonna fight all the time, but that's gonna be
That's
something
what makes them
entertaining.
feel alive.
Exactly. So I think if your life is too frictionless, you're gonna create some friction somehow.
Exactly.
Which good. Just don't don't inconvenient other people for
Yeah.
that. Like for example, Karens fighting with the manager.
yeah.
It's like you don't have anything wrong in your life, so you're
No,
just
you
gonna
just-
fight
yeah.
someone, and sometimes they just want to fight.
Yeah.
Will
If you're gonna inconvenience yourself, just do it by yourself.
yeah, go run a marathon.
Yeah, go run a marathon. Yeah, I feel like also running a marathon is definitely making your life harder for no reason.
Well, you get better physical health.
But I feel like it's a bit extreme. Like you get better
Definitely.
physical health.
Definitely, you can
Not
just
doing a
run
marathon.
5K
Yeah.
and be fine.
You could bike. I don't know. Go dancing.
Yeah, dancing is so much better cardio. Also, you might fuck.
Yeah, you're not fucking when you're doing a marathon.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of
Apparently, run clubs are the new
run
dating
clubs
cla-
are
da-
the new dating apps.
Yeah.
That's true. I haven't tried that, and it seems like a very high bar to just go get laid. So
Yeah, that's when you're really desperate.
yeah, there's like, okay, I'm willing to run 5K to talk to this girl. It's like maybe.
I mean, in
not.
fairness, you will meet a lot of like very fit girls.
Yeah,
So
sure.
like at least you've already restricted your dating pool to people who are healthy and fit.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, if I do see myself, if I ever get married, I want to get married to someone who knows how to dance.
Yes.
I think it is possible to find someone who doesn't know how to dance and then she learns and it's fine.
Mm.
But it would be much easier if I just find her dancing.
True.
Like, I don't care if she's an engineer, so I don't need to find her in the engineering faculty.
Yeah, but if she swing dances,
But if she's swing dancing,
probably an
hell
engineer
yeah. That is also true.
or some other autism coded.
Autism coding. Autism. How is it like? How is the thing like? Autism.
I don't know what you're
Autism
talking
news.
about.
I'm referring the thing with Trump, with the autism
Oh,
with paracetamol.
what was it? Autism announcement.
Autism announcement. I found a girl dancing. Yeah, it depends on what you dance as well.
Yeah, true. True. Would you date someone who danced bachata?
Yeah,
What about salsa?
yeah. I mean, salsa is better. Than
Are there any
bachata.
dances off limits?
I don't think the fact that she dances does whatever. Like, it would
Tango.
be a deterrent. But I mean, as long as I don't have to do it, right? Like, if
Yeah.
that's her hobby and she does whatever dancing, like, okay.
I
cool,
love what
have
you
fun.
do, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
I mean, yeah, I think that's totally fun.
I
And
think
it's
that's fun.
very healthy to have hobbies that don't involve your significant other.
Agreed.
Yeah. I
Very
think
strong
it's
agree.
very nice to have
Your own
your own
thing.
space and
Yeah.
your own thing. Even if you live together, like, this is my drawer and this is your drawer. So
and we do
fuck
not
off.
share.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have a shared drawer, but you also have to have your own separate drawer.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Hmm.
That's healthy.
Yep.
You're ready to be a boyfriend.
Well, tell it to somebody. Uh, why do we always come back to this topic? I feel like in every episode we mention somehow the same topics. Like, Juan Felipe hasn't been late in a while. Windsurfing, mushroom picking,
Dancing.
complain about Denmark, but also love Denmark. Yeah, welcome
Yep.
to the podcast.
Running out of topics.
That's
We
not
circle
true.
around the same thing. Yeah, true. We do end up, we have different topics, but there are always some underlying currents.
There are different swings of the same thing.
Yeah.
Swings. Look at her face
the
right
fuck
now.
up.
She's gonna kill me. This is going online, Valerie.
I know. But only at Halloween, so it's okay.
It's Halloween. We should have brought candy.
I brought cookies. What more do you? I asked you if you wanted chocolate.
I brought a bunch of candy when I came from
You did.
Vegas.
True. Early Halloween.
Yeah. Also, it reminded me that when you said I don't like flowers, when I told you that I had when I was in Vegas and you texted me like blah, blah, blah. Holy shit, I cannot speak. I was in Vegas and I texted you, what candy do you want? And she was like, I just want something sour. And I was like, I already bought a bunch of sour things to you. And you wrote to me, well, that's the most romantic thing somebody has ever said to me. I felt so proud as a friend. It's like, hell yeah, I know this bitch.
You do. I have simple needs.
Yeah.
It's not that hard actually to know what someone likes.
I really love when you know someone enough so that you can give them a very nice gift that is basically free. Mm-hmm. Like, this rock reminded me of you.
Yeah.
And they love it.
It's so cute.
Or, I don't know, this candy that is like whatever. Like, when you go to Canada and you bring me these maple
maple
syrup
syrup.
candy. I love those. They're great. And apparently it's easy to find them in Canada. So,
It
yeah,
is.
it is great.
They are everywhere.
Great.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's little things.
It's the little
It's
things.
the little things.
Yes. So, let's enjoy the little things. Enjoy your Halloween. Have fun.
Have fun.
Get very drunk or don't. Like, don't listen to me. But have fun. Also, we need to think about our costume.
Yeah, we do.
I highly recommend the Spider-Man thing.
If it's 2,000 kroner, I will not do it. If it's
I might do it.
500, maybe.
okay, we can check.
Or
can
you,
make
okay,
your
you know
own
what would be funny
Spider-Man.
if you had an extremely high quality costume and I
And you had
this
something.
shit.
You had a sheet of Spider-Man on top of you.
I had like one of those Spider-Man like paper plates and I just stuck it to my face.
Yes, that's basically a plate. That could work.
That would be funny. Okay, I'll think about it.
Yes, let's do it. Also, I don't know what party we're going to, but we have to do something. I can take a break from being a PhD student.
Yay!
Yeah.
Nice.
Last year with Emily's party was great, so we should do something similar.
We can probably host one.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Halloween party, bitch!
Okay.
Okay, any final remarks?
It's about the little things.
It's about little things. That's not what she said, but yeah. It's about little things in life. Okay, thank you very much for listening. What was that? I don't know. Why was 3 times? Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Woo!
Yay.
That was way better than expected because I'm very sick.
Ugh.
Exactly. But like, if you were there, like, you see me present, you're like, yeah, this guy fucks.
But he doesn't.
I'm working on it, right?
I support you.
Thank you.
I'm cheering for you.
I know you are.